Good afternoon to all, and welcome again to Tell Me Over Coffee, Cuéntamelo con un café. Our guest of today is a young Indian actor from Mumbai. He started acting for some commercials at the age of 5, and his first TV show, Sankat Mochan Hanuman. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, but I'm doing my best. One of his first appearances in film was the short film Khel Khel Mine, produced by Chipring 2 Media Productions, Mumbai. At the age of 7, he was casted to play young Lord Ganesha in the TV series Devon Ke Dev Mahadev during 1 year and a half, which made him a household name and gave him the opportunity to work in other TV shows such as Icha Pyari Najin, where he played the role of Apu, Vicky Aur Vital as Vicky, Bahaya Aur Brother as Tom on SAB TV, and Dia Aur Bate Home as Golu. He has also appeared in some commercials such as Surf Excel, Tata Sky, Rorito Pen, Ashriwad Pipes, and Invest 4G, amongst others. Later, he was given the big opportunity to host the TV show Captain Tiao on Disney Channel India, where he hosted 49 episodes interviewing 49 celebrities from the Indian film, TV, theater, dance, and music industry. Interviewing Salam Khan was a dream come true for him. He also was part of the cast of the feature film Madari with Irfan Khan, amongst our other talented actors. Please welcome Indian actor and host SADHIL Kapoor.
Hello, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you. And I'm so sorry for being so late. My connection wasn't working so good. And I know it's very late in India. And I hope you already had dinner because it's late.
Yes, totally fine.
Okay, let's go and let's start with the questions.
Sure.
You started in this industry at a very, very young age. When did you realize that acting was your passion?
At that age, I was very young, 5 to 6 year old, and I didn't knew this industry was that big. It had choreographers, directors, producers, cameraman, these all things. But that old Sadhan, that kid, just knew that he wanted to come on TV. He wanted to see himself on that television screen as he saw other kids performing in different commercials, TV series, movies. I was amused, and it was a small desire for me to see myself on that screen. So I didn't knew that it can be my passion, and I never knew about these things. But later on, day by day, was I thought that this would be my passion and I can do it.
Is anyone else in your family in the industry?
No, no one. Back then, no one was in the film industry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my dad is working, and yeah,
Yeah. Has your family always supported you?
always. It has been a big support from my family, and not gonna lie, that was the biggest support I can ever get. My grandparents, my mother, my father, everyone was a big support for me to
Mhm.
do this and to achieve this.
Mhm. You worked in commercials, TV, and film. All of the three are quite different. Which one or ones do you enjoy most?
uh, TV commercials, movies, and advertisements are different from each other, and they are very different, right?
Mhm.
Uh, I love to do TV series the most because it gives me a long time to perform a character in different shades, and I can
Mhm.
explore that character. And in commercials, there's a one day shoot, and I perform a character from for a very small time, and I don't
Mhm.
have time to explore that character. Movie also is a big opportunity for me, and I love to do that. Yes.
Throughout your short but very much extensive career, you have played many different characters. Which one is your favorite and why?
Being playing Ganesha, Lord Ganesh, as in Devokadev Mahadev was a very big opportunity for me and a very big thing to perform Lord Ganesha for a
Mhm.
this for a long time, and that gave me a big break in this industry, and it was a big blessing for me. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there was a very small hurdles came during that show, but later on I got popularity from that. I got
Mhm.
love of the audience, and I just loved that. Yeah, and Captain Tiao on the other side was a very big opportunity for me. That at that age, at that young age, Sadhil was taking interview of such big stars from the Indian
Mhm.
television industry.
Mhm.
It was a very big thing for me. Yeah.
Have you taken acting classes or are you at present taking acting classes?
No, I have never taken any acting classes. I can say it's just a blessing that I can do it, and it's now my passion. My dad has always helped me he always said me that do these things with your
Mhm.
character, with the dialogues. During my auditions also, he really helped me with that. And it's
Mhm.
such a blessing.
Your first acting performance was, as you said, young Ganesha in the TV series Devon Dev Mahadev in
Yes,
2011.
yes.
Tell us about the series. How was the experience? I was told that the makeup took many hours and that you had to be the whole day with the makeup and eat with the makeup. And I imagine it's not easy. It wasn't easy for a child at that time to have this long elephant nose because of, for those who don't know who Lord Ganesha is, he's a half elephant, has a nose and
Faith.
to eat with that nose. And I know because someone told me that you like eating, that it was difficult for you to eat with that nose there. So just was it really that difficult not to prepare your character physically
Yeah.
because obviously you had all this makeup, but emotionally for you to feel that you were young Lord Ganesha? Was it difficult?
Yeah, it was really difficult. As I said, there was a lot of hurdles at that time, and that makeup used to take 3 to 4 hours at starting
Oh.
just to put on the makeup, and same time as to remove it. And at that age, I never knew I am capable of it. And day by day, I got used to it. But that baby hairs would used to stick on the glue. That was a really hard time for me because it used to stick here on my face, and while
Mhm.
removing it, everything was really hard.
Yeah.
So just a blessing that I could do it, and learning those dialogues in Hindi, and not normal Hindi, proper Sanskrit, if you
Hmm.
know Sanskrit Hindi. So it was really hard at that time, at very young age. But people's love and my parents' support and God's blessing, I could do it. Yeah,
Because you were very, very young. And as you said,
yeah,
to be able to learn your lines in Hindi, Sanskrit, and
yeah.
to
Sanskrit.
start that, you were a child. So religiously wise, really, you didn't need to know who this person
Mhm.
was because you were a child. You were not an adult. So um, what did you do? How did you do? And who helped you um, get into this character and know more about Lord Ganesha?
From my childhood, I knew who Lord Ganesha is, and I worshipped him. So it was a very big thing for me to play that character who I've been worshipping from a
Mm-hmm.
long time. My family, all my ancestors. So to get into that character at a very young age for is a bit difficult. Yeah, was a bit difficult for me.
Mm-hmm. I can
Learning those
imagine.
dialogue, yeah. So
I can
getting
imagine.
into the character
Mhm.
emotionally
Yeah.
was hard, but day by day I got used to it, and
Mm-hmm.
actually people used to come and touch my feet as I am Lord Ganesha, and
Really.
it melt, yeah, really, and it would melt my heart. Like they think that I am Lord Ganesha, and nothing can be more grateful to me at that young age. So that's a big blessing from God. I can
Mm-hmm.
just say, yeah.
But would you say there was a moment during all that time that the series was live that you had sort of like a difficulty to um, leave the character when you were not shooting? Or for you, it
Um,
was just like a game that you were playing this, and when the makeup was off,
yeah,
it was back to being Sadil.
to back that was not that hard, but playing that character and
Mm-hmm.
coming from Sadhil to Lord Ganesha was a bit hard because turning myself, that childish boy, to
Mm-hmm.
Lord Ganesha is a very big thing, and
Mm-hmm.
emotionally also. And while removing the makeup at the end, it was painful. I used to cry, and day by day, it got comfortable. Yeah, it got nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it is true that that character gave you a household name, which allowed you to
Of
do
course, of
many
course.
other projects.
Yes.
Um, so, would you say that playing young Ganesha was the door to the rest of the opportunities you got in TV and film?
Of course, that was the big break for me in this
Mm-hmm.
industry. And after that, people started knowing me after
Mm-hmm.
that. And they gave me a lot of love, support, and they started following me. That gave me the opportunities further into this industry. Of course, I can say
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
The
see
Captain Tiao
that.
show, I think the Captain Tiao show I got because after that show people knew me, and I never knew I'm capable of all these things, but by the grace of God, and I can say I'm blessed with that, so I could do it. Yeah.
I can see you have an Instagram fan club, so that's quite good at your age and starting, especially that it started with your young Ganesha. You have um, working in the show as a host, as Captain Tiao. You have interviewed many well-known actors of the Indian film, TV, music industry, such as Manish Paul, Kapil Sharma, Vivek Oberoi, Vishal and Shekhar, Remo de Souza, Parenti Chopra, Shaula, Javed Jafrey, Boman Irani, Amitabh Bash. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for
It's
not
totally
pronouncing
fine.
it well, but
It's totally fine.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
Bashan, as well
Amitabh
as
Bachchan. Yeah.
Bachchan, as well
Yes.
as the retired professional tennis player Mahesh Bhupathi, amongst other. How was the interviews? I mean, the experience. You, as you said before, you're this young kid because now you're what? You're 16 now, but by the time you were what? How old were you? You were
At
13?
that time, 9 to 10 years old.
Oh, you were 9 years old? Oh my
Yes.
God. Imagine you're there, a 9-year-old interviewing all these famous people. I can imagine that maybe the first interview was a little bit hard for you, but then I think that all the rest was just really, I mean, just a piece of cake. Tell me, how was it? Did they
Uh,
ever give
Before
you tips for your career as an actor?
Before that show, I used to do TV series,
Mm-hmm.
and that's different. That's acting, and there's different roles. But this
Mm-hmm.
thing, Captain Tiao, is a bit different. Yeah, I used to take interviews of those
Mm-hmm.
big stars whom I used to see on TV, movies. They are in front of me, and I have to take interview. That's a very big thing for me. And at that age, I just knew that I'm capable of acting, but this thing I never knew I could do it. So the
Mm-hmm.
first day, the first shoot was with Kapil Sharma.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I was very nervous at that time, and I didn't knew what to do. And that the script, and those dialogues, or those were different because that was a show, and this is a reality show. Like I have to take interview with them, right. So
Mm-hmm.
that was a bit different, and yeah, I was really nervous at the first interview. But after that, I got used to it,
Mm-hmm.
and meeting Salman Khan was a very big opportunity for me, and interviewing him was a dream come true, right? As I said,
Did they ever give you tips for your career?
most of the people told me that focus on your studies first, and never leave that, never put any, never leave that. Just focus on your studies first, and then after that, focus on your career. And that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing right now. I'm completing my high school. After that, I'll be back into this, what I have to do.
Mm-hmm. So that's your plan, really. Your plan is to finish high school and then
Yes.
come back to acting. But
Yes.
have you thought of having a university career aside from the acting?
Yes, like after high school, I'll be doing my university studies and all, and with that, side by side, I'll focus on my career, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what I have to do in the future, right? So
Okay.
yeah, side by side, of course, studies are important, and with that, I'll focus on my career and do whatever is important in this industry. Focus on that
And
first.
what are you going to study as a university career?
Commerce. First, after 10th, I'll be doing commerce, and with that, in 11th and 12th, I'll be focusing on my this career.
Okay. Um, I don't know if because since you said you've been focusing in your high school now, but has the situation, the COVID-19 situation, affected you work-wise in commercials or any project that was on going on your way, and at the end it had to be put on hold?
So during COVID-19, uh, it was a bit hard
Mm-hmm.
for my studies, not with the work thing, because it was planned as after 8th standard, ninth and 10th, I'll be doing these things, focusing
Mm-hmm.
on my career. So it did not affect that much because it was planned at first,
Okay.
not because of COVID, because of my
Mm-hmm.
studies. So it affected my studies because online classes, lectures are a bit different from the things we have used to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've been, but in your studies, I don't know how it was. I assume that it also happened in India, just like in the rest of the world, that a part of the COVID situation in this whole year, you had to stay home and study from home.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm saying that due to the situation, the COVID situation in this year, I assume that there were times that you had to stay home and study from home.
Yeah. Yeah, there were time I studied from home. Right now, also online classes are going on, and
Mhm.
it's very different from offline. Like we
Yeah.
used to go to school. That surrounding is different from
Mhm.
working from home and doing all those homework, studies,
Mhm.
exams are really different. And a bit hard for me.
Hmm.
The change is really hard.
Yeah. Tell me, with which director would you love to work?
I would love to work with Karan Johar. Yeah, I would love to work
Why?
with Karan Johar, and I would love to work with David Dhawan. David
And in,
Dhawan. He's a big
in
director, and
uh-huh.
I love what he has made. And
Hmm.
his films are. I watch his films, and I get really inspired by them, by the films, and I would love to work with David Dhawan and Karan Johar.
Hmm. Um, Many actors, when they start at a very young age, such as yours,
Yeah,
they tend along the way their career, they tend to start not only acting but writing, script writing, directing, film directing. Have you ever thought that that could be also something that you would like to try?
your network connection is lost. Like it's.
Okay. Can you hear me
I
now?
could not hear you. Yeah.
Can you
Yes.
hear
Can
me
you repeat
now?
it?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah. I
said
can
that
hear you. Can you repeat what?
okay. Many actors,
Yeah.
when they start as you know, very young, as you, they have such a long time in this career that it gives them opportunities not only to work as an actor but also as a screenwriter and as a film director. Have you
Yeah.
ever thought that could be part of your life also?
Yes, it can be a part of my life. I would love to be a director. I would love to direct films, and I think after high school, I would learn direction
Mm-hmm.
and everything that's included in this industry. That's a part
Mm-hmm.
of it because you have to have the knowledge of everything in this industry. Not just being an actor, you should learn everything. You should gain
Mm-hmm.
knowledge from different things, movies, songs,
Mm-hmm.
direction, everything. You could gain knowledge, books. So
True.
it's a part of it. You should
Okay.
you should learn. Yes.
Mhm. What what genres in film do you like? Do you like comedy, drama, horror movies?
I would love to be a part of a horror movie and action.
Mm-hmm.
Action is very amusing for me, and I love watching action films and
Mm-hmm.
horror. So, if I get an opportunity for a horror film, it would be a great opportunity for me. Yes,
Hmm.
I would love to
With
do that.
with which actors and actresses would you like to work?
Actually, I would love to work with Akshay Kumar.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Indian actor. I would love to work with him because I love his movies, the concept, the storyline, everything. His acting, the action movies, the comedy. He has done everything, and I
Mm-hmm.
would love to work. Also, Salman Khan. His movies are really great, and the action scenes, the action films, the emotional drama, everything that's combined. So I
Mm-hmm.
would love to work with both of them.
Mm-hmm. Um, is there any international director that you would like to work with?
Director, not director. I would love to work with Tom Cruise. Yes, and Millie Bobby Brown.
Okay. Yeah.
I would
Good.
love to work with both of them because
In an
I've
action
seen.
film.
Yeah, sorry.
In an action film.
In an action film with Tom Cruise. Yes, of course.
Hmm. Good. So, although you are quite young and you still have a long way,
Yeah.
um, What advice would you give to those who would like to start in this beautiful but uncertain industry? Because like everyone else that works in this industry, that it's
Yeah.
not a certain job. You never know. You know when it starts and when it ends, but you do not know when another one comes. So, what advice would you give to anyone your age, for example, that would like to become an actor or an actress?
Of course, it's an uncertain industry, but a big one. So, whoever who wants to be a part of it, who wants
Mm-hmm.
to do these, wants to get a step in this industry, should gain knowledge. Knowledge is everything, and you should know about everything, and
Mm-hmm.
don't compromise with your studies. It's very
Mm-hmm.
important. People think that in this industry studies are not a big thing, but it is, of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on your studies, and the stars, it's everything upon the stars of your, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on the luck. If you are capable of it, you could definitely be a part of it. Yes, you could be successful.
What three qualities do you consider an actor should have?
An actor should be capable and should know what he's doing,
Mm-hmm.
should be in that character, and first thing, he should leave behind what he is. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
am Sadhil Kapoor, and if I'm playing a character, I should forget about Sadhil and I should focus on what that character is,
Mm-hmm.
his background. I should just know what the character is all about, so that I can
Mm-hmm.
perform it naturally. It can come out of me naturally, and people can enjoy it. It should not look like he's acting, or he's not into the character. Just
Mm-hmm.
that. Yes, he
Mm-hmm.
should know what he's doing, and he should know about the character he's playing.
Do you have any upcoming projects that you can tell us about?
Right now, I've done an ad film with MS Dhoni for IPL. MS
Mm-hmm.
Dhoni is Indian cricketer, a very big one. So I have done an ad with him for
Mm-hmm.
Vivo IPL, and I think it's been released now. It's all over the television. Yes. And further, I'm more focusing and on my studies, as I said.
Yeah.
And after
Mm-hmm.
10th, I'll be doing new projects.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sure.
Anything else you would like to add?
Um, yes, can you tell me about yourself more?
Well,
I would love
you
to know about you. Yeah.
I know. Okay. Usually, you are the guest. I usually don't talk. Well, I do sometimes talk about myself, but okay. Well, I'm an actress. I started when I was very young in theater at school. But well, my parents, although they do come from artistic backgrounds, they considered I needed a more reliable job. So I had to study international trade, and I worked as a salesperson, sales manager for 30 years. When I decided to leave my job at the age of 53 and go back to acting. So that's me. I'm bilingual in French, Italian, and Spanish, and COVID gave me the opportunity to create this channel, which is really a network channel for all my
See
fellow
your videos.
professionals of the
Yeah,
industry,
great.
and to give everyone the opportunity to be a bit known from people who don't know you. And I met your father in a shoot, and
Yeah.
we were together for a week, and every day Sadil was in his mouth. So we knew about you, myself, and the other actresses. And I did tell your father that I was interested in interviewing you and letting people get to know you. and get to know the Indian talent that we have in India. And
Thank you so much.
hopefully, one day, hopefully, it's in my bucket list. I'll be able to go to Mumbai and meet you all.
Sure,
And who
sure.
knows, we might work together because your father told me that there's this quite big um, European talent working in India in Indian films. So you never know.
That's great. Yeah. You'll surely
So
meet one day.
yeah. Oh, by the way, you have a sister.
Yes, yes, of course. Yes.
Does she like acting also?
She's not into this more. She's very small now, and at that age, I started my this career. But she's never been interested in this. Like she loved the seeing all this my shows and
Mhm.
everything, but being a part of it, she's never thought about it. Wait, yet.
She's a smart girl. She's a very smart girl. Well, we are coming to the end, Sadil. So, if would you like to talk about anything else, or
Yeah,
it's your
sure.
it's your time? It's your time. Whatever you want.
I'm just grateful for all of this. And the first episode of Captain Tiao, as I said, was hard and all. Kapil Sharma is now a very big comedian and host.
Mhm.
He once said me that I can be the next Kapil Sharma, and it was a very big thing for me back then. I was very small. I was 9 years old. It was first day of my shoot, and he said me that. So I just want that people to believe in me, love me, and so that I can perform better. Support of the my fans, my all the people out there is a very
Mhm.
big thing for me, and it's always been. So it's just that I would love to entertain them, and yes, sure, I love all of them. Thank you so much for all this. This.
Oh, no, thank you for being there. What you should do whenever you do have the chance, because I imagine that in Mumbai there are schools where you can go and have workshops, acting workshops. You should try stand-up comedy. You will love it. You will love stand-up comedy. You should
I
start.
watch stand-up comedy and I love it. Yes, I watch stand-up comedy. I love it, and I've been watching stand-up from past few months, and I love to watch them. It's very entertaining, and uh, an actor could learn comedy. Someone who's doing comedy films could
Mhm.
learn something from stand-up too.
Yeah.
The knowledge is everywhere, and the person could gain knowledge from everywhere
Hmm.
like stand-up comedy you said, so you can
True.
gain knowledge and how to do what's the punch or the jokes, everything could be, yeah, could be
It's
learned.
very fun. I tried it and it's very, very fun. I recommend it because you do have a great time with stand-up comedy. So,
Sure.
Sadil, it's been a pleasure sharing your afternoon with us. Well,
Pleasure's mine.
your evening with us, your evening really with us here in telling me over coffee and letting us know a little bit more of you. Since you are very young and you still have a long way to go, and it's going to be a successful path for you, we will indeed have another interview. And I don't think it's going to be in a very long time. I also wish to thank you all for following this interview and always being here supporting culture because life without culture is quite boring. You can follow Sadh's career on his social media, which I will include along with the video. And just to let you know that our guest for next Tuesday is nominated Spanish directors and screenwriters Javier y Guillermo Polo, also known as Los Hermanos Polo, Polo Brothers. So don't miss it. Please be responsible, wear your masks, and stay safe. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.